Well, look at me all gussied up. I'm going to an event tonight for work, and it's a dinner thing. I guess it's a. I think we paid money for a cause. It's an important charitable cause, but I'm going to dinner. But I'm going to go a little early down there so I can go to Boston to go to Chinatown, see if I can get some photos in. So I thought, you know what might be an interesting conversation for us to have? I have a real day job. I have a job that's important in that I've got to put in all my hours and do all my time and all that. So I think maybe what would be interesting is, how do I get the opportunity to go off and do super fun things like this? How do I find the time to do photo walks and photo adventures and pursue this passion of mine and still maintain a job? So I can show you some of the ways that I do that and some of my little tricks and secrets for how you too can make the most out of even just a little bit of time if you want to get out there. Look at me, I got a sport coat and everything today. Woo! Ignore the mess, but do realize one way that I do this, ABC, always be charging. The other thing is have your gear ready to go. I've got this, I've got a couple other lenses, I've got one little light because it's going to be a nighttime event later on. Always have your gear ready, something simple, something easy. What do I have? Couple lenses, extra battery, light, like I said, that's about it. Extra battery takes like no space, you know what I mean? Like, so if you're not bringing it, it's like you're saying, I can't wait to sign up to have a problem and then say later, oh man, I should have brought a battery. So just do it. I think that planning your gear and having it charged, having it all ready to go, that's one fast, easy way to be able to do a photo walk. You can get out of the house super fast. If your gear's ready, stuff's charged, you know where your lenses are, just be prepped. That's one. So another thing to think about is plan your route. Like, you might go to a place that you know a little bit about, or maybe you've never been there, but just go on Google Maps, take a look around, see what is there, see what's not there. The other thing I do besides just Google Maps is I start looking around for any articles, any posts, any YouTube videos, what other people have shot there. Because I don't necessarily want to recreate anybody's shots, but I definitely want to get a run on where are the best places, where are the things that people are going to say, oh, you're going to love this. You know, where's the most concentrated collection of places and things that I could see and do, so that when I get down there, I'm not just like a stranger in a strange land. Like I know where things are going. The other one I'm dealing with right now while I'm talking to you and failing is put on some nice comfortable shoes. You know, make sure your footwear is up for the task, and that way you can get to more places. I've seen so many like what to do on a photo walk trip videos that talk about shoes, but you know why? Because if you're not quite wearing the right clothes for the event, see, like I have to dress nice for this thing tonight, but I've got it such that I can kind of get around. I look like, you know, a little overdressed for where I'm going to be, but I think I'll probably blend in fine anyway. And I think the shoes thing matters as well. This next item kind of makes sense, but maybe you haven't thought about it before. Theme. Make sure you go down with some kind of a theme. Like, I'm going to try to get, I don't know, people on bicycles, or I'm going to try to get some other color besides red, because I tend to always get red because I'm a basic human. See if you can find a theme that you want to cover, because I think another way that this works better is if you're going to have only a small amount of time out, ask yourself, can I capture something? So for instance, if it's foggy out, I will catch pictures that try to make the most emotional energy out of that fog. If it's a super bright sunny day, maybe I'll go look for water so I can find reflections. I think looking for themes, I'm going to be in Chinatown, but it'll be daytime. So one of the things that I won't be able to take advantage of is if there's like neon, I won't get as much neon. So, but I will look for Chinese signage. I will look for kind of street art, because there's, in our Chinatown anyway, there's a lot of cool street art. I will probably look for people maybe having conversations out on the street, to see if I can get sort of some interaction, some inter-exchange, maybe some hand gestures. But a theme is good and helpful. Thank goodness for B-roll, right? I just had this realization that I can't show you. I'm using my phone to record this, which again, I'm getting lazy, man. I own a really nice little action camera for this. But what I was gonna show you was that there's an app that lets me see where the sun is gonna be. So if I'm there for golden hour, I can check where the sun position is going to be. Also, I guess it's pretty obvious, but check the weather, right? Like, if you're going to go out somewhere, check the weather, because if you are counting on there to be sun, or if you're counting on there to be rain, or whatever you need for your setting, check for the weather. Another consideration is you have to be ready to take a completely different approach and try a different thing. You have to be open to all of your plans kind of not working out and having to go a different route. And if you do that, you might have a better chance of enjoying your time out, because you can't always guarantee you're going to get what you want. Well, I'm back from Boston. I did my event. I went to Chinatown. Here's some pics. I ran out of day to shoot this, so I'm going to pick it up again in the morning. So thought about it. I said I should probably show you a transition. So getting ready to go to bed. All right, so here we are the next day, because I ran out of day yesterday. But it's kind of fun for this topic, because yesterday I planned everything. I did all kinds of steps. I made sure when I was heading to Chinatown that I knew where I was going and what I was going to do. I had the lenses picked out. I had everything. Today, I'm winging it. I'm going for a ride, and then on the other side of it, I'm just going to plop down and see if I can make something happen. And then I thought I'll contrast and compare, and we'll wrap up the video after that. So remember the goal. I mean, because that helps, right? This video is about how do you get out and take some photos when you have some time. And part of it is that if you plan, you're going to get better results. If you don't plan, you're going to get sort of, mixed results. But how do you get out? You look for situations where you could take a little time. The other thing too is always have a camera with you. So look, this is the big guy, and in fact I've got kind of a pretty big lens on it today. But in my jacket pocket, and I guess as the weather turns I'll have to find another way to carry it. In my jacket pocket, I've got the Sony a6000, and this little guy I can take with me everywhere. This is a kit lens that gives me kind of the same results as that big ass lens. And because I have the camera with me everywhere, that I can always shoot. And again, you can use your phone. Our preaching here is that we're not going to use the phone because we just want to keep ourselves in our head, and the phone has all the other apps on it, right? So as we wrap it up, a few things. One is, if you want to work on the photo project that we had, it was to connect. We were going to do photos of connecting where you are, the kind of things you like to, maybe your breakfast spot, or a place you like to take people, or a place you always go to get a special shot. So you could send those to me, chris@chrisbrogan.com. And if not, maybe you just gave me a little of your time. Maybe you felt like having a snack and getting a drink or something, and you spent time with me. I'm always happy that you're here. It means so much to me that you take some time. And hopefully just sort of seeing my weird but hopefully soothing face, you know that somebody out there cares. You can always drop me a line, chris@chrisbrogan.com. Things can be a little rough right now. Let's be there for each other, right? I've got so many people that I'm so lucky to be connecting with over this channel, and you're one of them. So thank you for that. Drop me a line. See you soon.